Found Neville's Big Baby Care Diary. Will you read it? Of course. My third son is still a baby. Oddly enough, he seems to scare people in ways the other two never did. The twins now, they're afraid of fire, water, cold, and wind. Why, they shake with fright when beset by the elements. Sometimes I think they're more childlike than the baby. So right there, I was saying a bit earlier on about how I didn't think these guys were all family here, but that kind of proves it right there that at least, well, I'll just, I'm not going to be more modest about that. It proves that everybody on this floor really is family, well, this case, which we'll get more and more as time goes on, but at least just wanted to point that out, and it got rid of my doubts because I haven't played this game and really been that invested in the lore in quite some time. Anyways, though, then, hey everyone, it's Stellar Steel, and it's time to steal yourself another episode of Luigi's Hidden Mansion. Ooh, last time we captured the out of sound, out of mind, I forgot their name, the dancing whirlwinds, I believe it is. That could be my mistake. Actually, you know what am I doing? I could just simply check this, and we could see their name. I forget you use the C6 move. The floating whirlwinds. The floating whirlindas. I did not realize that. I never did show up this information before, but you know what? We got to get back to the intro. We can't just lollygag with other stuff. And we also accidentally released the booze that I'm going to assume Egad captured based on the sarcasm we heard in his voice. But we also were able to at least capture part of the problem we created. So, you know what? It's getting us one step closer to our brother. And we learned that the booze are most likely going to be vital in our success in saving Mario. This time, we enter back into the dark halls of the mansion to find what awaits us further. In this case, I did say we're going to the washroom. And we're going to have an instance where we don't see any bowling ghosts or... Guess we can't be happy all the time. And I guess my reaction right there is noticing more and more is a bit of problematic, but, I'll figure it out, give him due time. I think it's just because I'm not pressing right away and I'm being a little stunned. Also, I forgot, once you, I believe this floating candelabra only appears, what the heck? I didn't know he went backwards, but I believe that floating candelabra only appears once you have unlocked the washroom. Let me see something here. Can I, no. I want to see if I can view, there we go. The beautiful melody will not even give me the time of day. What must I do to win her? Passion. Yes, that's it. I will show her I burn for her. My unbridled passion will scald her soul. That's kind of creepy, so... Didn't know about that ghost, but we'll learn more about things as time goes on. So this room right here was locked. Now it is unlocked, but guess what? It's one of those rooms where... Ta-da! It's a toad. I dropped something really important thing into the toilet. I didn't mean to. Don't worry about it. I should say goodbye one of these times. Hey, you're right. No point crying over spilt milk. I suppose I'll just flush that old worry away. Yep. I'll just let it swirl on down to the depths and let happiness. Wow, talk about bipolar. You sure got over your woos that easily. And Luigi really is the cure to everybody's therapy in life. I don't know. This toilet paper also I find kind of strange. I think you can suck it up. Okay, no. So that's the important thing you dropped in there. I was silent because I thought the toilet paper would yield us something special. That room right there we'll have to keep in mind, given due time. That is not what I was thinking was in the toilet. I guess I'll talk about what's going on right now in my area. So, I woke up today and didn't even look outside until, like, just when it was about to hit dark and I realized, holy crap, there was snow all over. Like, I did not expect a sudden snowstorm. I guess it's a northern snowstorm what's happening right now. And you know what? It was actually pretty peaceful and serene. I know a lot of people in my area don't like the snow, but for me, I quite like it. I know they said, oh, you hate it when you get older. That probably will be the case. But for me, I really enjoyed it. It's certainly the memories of old, and it just shows me... the kid inside of me still is always revealed. Anyways, I'll go and open that up. And we get to hear a strange crystal ball sound effect. To figure out what that is. I guess one thing I will say, now that I'm thinking about the furniture in dark rooms, I was going to talk about speedy spirits. So there's some speedy spirits that are very specific. I know I said before that if you fail, you won't get them ever again. There are some that you can only get during this portion of the game. There's some you actually will have another chance to get, but if you do end up making them appear, and then you flash with your light and fail, you'll not have another chance. That's something I will say about with the Speedy Spirits. And don't worry, I have seen comments about saying with Speedy Spirit locations. I remember pretty much most of them, and I will be sure to, just like I'm doing Dark Rooms right here, checking or as many pieces of furniture as I can. But anyways, enough with I'm going to avoid the elephant. Wait a second, actually, before we hit that crystal ball, I want to see... Yeah, here we go. I didn't even know you could make the crystal ball glow like that. Let me scan her. Destiny chooses our paths. I did not know that you could do that right there, but I also didn't know you could use the Game Boy Horror to reveal that, so that's kind of interesting. And the lightning's getting a little annoying, but let's see what we have to say. What do you seek of me? Who are you? I am Madame Clairvoyant, seer of dropped items. Possessions of other people awaken vibrations in my spirit. If you find someone's dropped items, you should bring them to me. I will show you the extent of my vision. Alright, let's talk to her again. What do you seek of me? I think you've talked to her across the table. Oh, no, I feel no spiritual vibrations right now. So, Madame Clairvoyant, obviously it's a pun of clairvoyance with items, says she'll be able to help us if we bring her items. So keep this ghost in mind. Yeah, not all ghosts are bad. I do quite like this little gesture that the developers added where ghosts actually can help Luigi. And it certainly is brought back in the series later. That's weird. I did not know the camera angle could go, face up like that. I don't know how that happened. Is it because I pressed the C stick? I don't know what made. It's because I held down. Okay, yeah, it's because I held down. I did not know you could do that. Once again, learning more and more things about this game, even though I played it for many years. And it's nearly a 19-year-old game, so I find that interesting. Also, I like this image right here. You basically have to capture these ghosts in a mirror, but it really looks more like a painting. How kind of low res it is. I don't know. I mean, the Gamecube certainly had impressive power. I know there was a lot of cool tech demos and stuff. I will say the Gamecube, it is honestly one of the best consoles. Like, I remember as a kid, I just thought it was one of the best because of how just like this secret vault of games I've never known before were just locked behind my Wii that had backwards compatibility. I found that so cool, and I just saved up my allowance money and figured, you know what, I really should invest in this kind of stuff, and I show some respect to the elders, and, you know, I got great games like Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Oh, crap. That's not good. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Being grabbed by ghosts. That's not a game. Well, I guess that is a game. Luigi's Mansion. Super Mario Sunshine. Super Smash Bros. Melee, which, that's pretty cool. Well, all those games are pretty cool. And that is not the last one. The carpet looks like something from like a Minecraft grass block. Like, I swear, if you make that grass look green, you could honestly pull that carpet off as saying it's a Minecraft grass block right there. I don't know. That might just be me, but let's make this room bright. And there we go. However, though, the room is still sealed up even though we captured all the ghosts, and there's a boo in here. No, that is not how you open it up, but we'll see here a bit sooner than later what we gotta do. Feel the wrath of Kung Boo. Everybody is about Kung Boo. Are you kidding me? You look like you're at 1 health last, but I wouldn't be surprised if you're at 0. Right here that we open this up, we can now have the power of the Fire Nation. I really should have watched Avatar more as a kid. To me, I always thought kind of that strange show. I mean, as a kid, I always had strange likes and dislikes, but not about that, though. Egad, you kind of have the camera moved down. I mean, I know I did that all the time as streaming, but hey, now, Luigi, what have you found there? Let's take a look at that. This only happens once, I think, just for the hay of it. It's a fire element medallion. Now you can use the fire element. Yes, sir. With that, you can catch fire elemental ghosts. What's a fire elemental ghost, you ask? Why, they show up wherever you see fire, my boy. They're ghosts of fire itself, if you will. If you approach a flame, they'll be surprised by your presence and leap out into the air. Then you vacuum up right away. I will not make that sound ever again, I'm sorry. After that, you can expel fire with the L button. You can melt ice, light candles, and do all kinds of stuff. A meter will appear down at the bottom of the screen, so keep an eye on how much element you have left, okay, feller? You may have to use the fire element to defeat some ghosts. Keep that in mind, Sonny. Don't say I never warned you. That's good to keep in mind. So this is a bit of an interesting thing that never came back in other Luigi's Mansion games. Elements being expelled from the poltergeist. So you can hold down the L trigger lightly to just shoot some fire, and you can use it to light some candles, as you can see here. And it's a little touchy. And you press it all the way down, you shoot like a blast of fire. Although unless you're holding it out like this, you won't really see the blast of fire, but it shoots like a whole burst, and by doing so, it expels a whole bar of the fire right there. I think shooting the fire for a certain amount of time will slowly make the bar go down, but you keep, pressing over and over and over, and keep shooting blasts of fire out. And that's honestly the best way to hit stuff from a distance, kind of like ranged attacks, and you can use them to hurt ghosts. Some ghosts are only hurt by fire as well, so this is certainly a unique aspect, I will say, and I wish kind of came back in other Luigi's Mansion games, and maybe it's better off to say in the GameCube, I don't know. I did expel those candles. Oh, we didn't get to see the door open up right there in front of us. But enough about that, though. We can now access here, and we are now all fine and dandy. But let's go and light these candles, because something may or may not just pop out to us. I was going to shoot a blast. And what did that do? Key up there. Okay. Good to know. And I know you viewer probably sitting down in the comment section, you're going to be leaving here without, you're going to end up missing something. No, I did not miss something. Not just that key. There is no piece of cheese here. Hey, I was just eating some of this stuff too. How fitting. We can suck that up, and you did not, thankfully, disappear. I thought I was going to miss you. I also like that little Luigi sprite right there. I believe that is from Super Mario Advance. Could be wrong, but I always liked seeing that. The GameCube and Game Boy Advance, I'll talk more about the GameCube right now. They were always such close systems to me. I never played the GameCube until a little after, but I'm glad I found out when I did, because the price of the game spiked. I mean, there are still titles I would love to play, but at least I have a good chunk of the library I own, or at least have played. I mean, other stuff like Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, Mario Party 6 and 7, even some third-party titles, but, like, there are some GameCube titles I can pick up for a decent price, but it does suck seeing, like, even this game's starting to get up there in price. I mean, not too bad, honestly. I looked at them, kind of exaggerated in my trailer, but it's more like the console's getting kind of expensive. Now, I almost want to talk about how my experience of me wanting to play GameCube games and through HDMI. I'll talk about that later on as a story for the Let's Play, but I want to keep talking about just the GameCube overall. And I think what made the GameCube, honestly, the best system is it has multiple, like, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Multiple levels of games, I guess I'll just say. You can not only have, of course, the GameCube games, but you can have a Game Boy player, play Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color games. Multiple libraries. I guess that's the word I'm kind of looking for. Libraries. Good enough for me. But, yeah, right here we get to see the ill-fabled hand opening the door, and, well, what dots we have in here? Also, this door right here is fake. It has, like, hearts that, like, pop up, showing, maybe signify it's a ghost, but that might just be me. I think this is the only ghost in here, too. No, there's one more. Oh, that's right, I missed that boo. Crap, that boo that went in there, we'll have to get later on because it went into a dark room, and it won't reappear unless you restart the game, so I'll have to remember that's the boo I'm missing. Comment section if I forget if I'm missing a boo later on because I want to try to get them all. You don't need all 50 boos, by the way, to complete the game. But it's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted to end up doing. If I end up missing that boo, just remind you that's where I gotta get the last. Freaking heck! Get. You're gonna appear in a bad area, aren't you? Please don't appear right by me. Okay, you're gonna appear right there, and get out of here! Wow, there's a lot more ghosts than I thought. I really don't like capturing ghosts in these tight corridors. It's a very, like, horizontal room, and it's honestly pretty annoying. This is not a required ghost room to get stuff. This just simply contains money! I know, I always love getting money myself, and I actually made a boo up here. Yo, get down! I'm Boogie! You, please do not go in a dark room. I would like to at least get one boo this episode. Yeah! Sound like almost Waluigi there. Yowzer, you got another one. You're cruising, Luigi. Okay, now send me the boo and all the data you've got. Nope. But anyways, back to the GameCube I was saying. Something about it just like, and people even, I'm not the only one that feels like this obviously. People think the GameCube is the best console, and I thought this before even it was cool. Like, I played games like Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door back in like 2012. I think they were cool, but like nobody really cared as much until the internet took off even more in the later 2010s. And I know some people obviously, have played it before. But anyways, though, we open this up and plops on the laundromat. We found Mario's hat. It's been laundried recently. Well, Madame Clairvoyant did tell us to take a certain, or really certain items, we found them, to tell us the all-seeing power she has of the spiritual world. Well, why don't we go and take the said hat we found and bring it? And yeah, we found our brother's hat, Mario's hat in this case. I want to do that again with the Game Boy Horror. I did not know you could reveal the crystal ball by just simply looking there. I like being able to see her, because she doesn't appear unless you make the crystal ball shine. But let's go ahead and talk to her. Also, I think you have to talk to her from over here if you would like to have the objects read. What's this here? Show it to Madame Clairvoyant. What is this? If it is Mario's hat, why, it's so clean as if someone just washed it! Sorry, I like to be a little dramatic, You and me both, honestly. Just one moment. Did I just say Mario? Could it be that Mario? Oh wow, even for you being dead, you know about Mario. Ah, I see now. Well, I see everything, so I saw it before. But now I really see it, so you are the brother of the famous Mario, and you've come to this place to find him. Well, aren't you a good little brother? Ha! Yeah, excuse me, I don't laugh much. Yeah, I don't really have the cough laugh, but I think one of my friends gave it to me. Oh, they come. Now the spirits come. Come, spirits of power. Come, spirits of sight. Show me the awful things that occurred here tonight. Crystal orb, symbol of my clan. Use your darkling power to show us all you could. I mean can. Show us all you can. Show us this, Mario. The light of the spirits comes. Show us what we seek. Like we keep showing fortune teller room up in the left corner. Oh, I see that your Mario lives. Well, he is not in the spirit world, but one cannot say he is alive. Excuse me. Where is he? Is that supposed to be a joke? Where is he now? The spirits fall silent. This is all I can tell you for now. Bring to me another clue and I will show you your brother. This clue no longer speaks to us. Interesting, you can simply just give clues based on materials. You honestly could be very good in the crime world. Maybe she had a pet history of that, I don't know. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Phoenix, right? How bats came out of a cave and harassed Luigi, and now they're gone. Okay, go figure. I should have used that fire there to demonstrate. Actually, I think these fire can kill these Barretts. Why did I say Barretts? No, this is not Final Fantasy VII. What? Oh yeah, something I should show as well. I probably should get Luigi up in health because we won't get a gold portrait for said portrait ghost we'll be capturing in the future. Also, don't if you make a portrait ghost, like if you make a ghost, well, you do this, plop them down, and then you step on them. Well, can't. I thought stepping on them hurt you. I know. Some elemental ghosts can end up hurting if you're not careful, just simply touching them, like they'd freeze you and stuff like that. So be careful. But if you're low on health like this, especially in the hidden mansion, there is one area I always remember that has the biggest heart. Go to the left corridor and... well, first, of course, we got to show these doors who's boss. Make the strange hearts pop out. It honestly makes me think they're ghosts because it has like that heart icon there. Go into this room and now hit this I was desperately avoiding. Get a giant heart that I believe heals 50 health. So now we're at 100 health. Now we can get those golden portraits. Back to adventure. No, this is not Partners in Time. So anyways, if you go in this room now, it's dark, but there's no ghost to be found. There is, could be wrong about this, a speedy spirit in this desk, or one of these items in the 3DS version. There are ghosts in here, so keep that in mind. There's also some money to be made. Now there was hearts. There's quite a few hearts here, so that was pointless for even to get that big one. Well, I at least showed it off, so I guess it really isn't all that pointless. Go and get your Game Boy Horror, scan this mouse hole right here, and you'll get sucked into this room. Now, I believe one of these chests has a speedy spirit, but in a different portion of the game. So this is one of these speedy spirits. For frick's sake, go away. Right there, I'm using the fire to just demonstrate how good it is. One of these speedy spirits can't be obtained until a bit later on, so keep that in mind. Also, these gold trophies can have something in them. I don't think the speedy spirit's in this room yet. I could be wrong about that. Let me double check. Oh, that is a ghost that requires the use of fire to kill it. Just keep burning it. You could do this. You can also stun them. Once that happens, then you can alternatively suck them up. But I like to just use the fire because they're there, and you know, why not go for it? I believe all these ghosts are actually elemental ghosts in here, so I could be wrong about that. But don't worry about screwing things up in here. I don't believe there's a speedy spirit until a bit later on. All this, I think, just contains money, so yeah, have fun with getting your money. I don't really have much to say besides that. I was thinking about the GameCube earlier. Also, the GameCube is... I'm not really sure this is confirmed spec-wise, but the GameCube could arguably be the most powerful console of the early 2000s generation. The Xbox and the PlayStation 2. I think the PlayStation 2 might have been a little... I'm not really sure about this. Don't quote me on this. I think the PlayStation 2 might have been a little more weaker than the GameCube slightly, but it was... Obviously, the PlayStation 2 was always regarded as, like, oh, the best console, because, like, it could... I know even the Russians were, like, trying to use the PlayStation 2's power to, like, prove how great it is and, you know, use it for war purposes, too, I think. I mean, I don't want to go that little controversial topic right there. Could be wrong about that. I don't want to have misinformation, but I swear I heard something on Did You Know Gaming about that. About how powerful the PlayStation 2 was, but I think the GameCube had a bit of a better CPU. Okay, there is no Speedy Spirit in here. And it also had, I believe, like a much better graphics processing unit than Oh, wow, look at that. We get the whole trio there. Ruby, Emerald, and Sapphire. Check that out. And we get to grab them all at once. Totally, this room is definitely worth your time, so do not pass this up whatsoever. And there we go. Get our Ruby. I always like the color red. It's my favorite out of the three there. And blue. I never can decide in favorite colors, but I definitely would say that. I think we just missed some money there, but you know what? Whatever. We'll take a boo for our reward. A boo bomb. But I believe, anyways, as I was saying, the GameCube was the most powerful out of the original Xbox, PlayStation 2, and GameCube, and whatever other console. I don't know, obviously not counting PCs. My own self, what is it, Game Boo? I think that's what you said, I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, the GameCube actually had something going for it, and actually, nothing too about this game, it was supposed to be 3D, yes! There was supposed to be a peripheral to make Luigi's Mansion in 3D, like, you know, there's 3D TVs and all that good stuff, yada yada yada. Because of that, I think actually we gotta scan this hole again to... Looks pretty normal. Yeah, a room painted in gold looks pretty normal to you, Luigi. I don't know what this is all about. Oh, that's a mirror to send us back. I should just went to the mouse hole, whatever. It looked like, honestly, I thought it was a painting there, but... Anyways, as I was saying, this game was supposed to be 3D. And as a result... Also, I'm just curious right here. You want to go and burn that candle if it isn't obvious enough to get our next portrait ghost. But anyways, this game was supposed to be in 3D along with some other titles. And I don't know if it still has aspects like left over it for the 3D to still work. But that's something interesting is Nintendo had a little bit of, you know, a little ahead of their time with stuff like that. And because of that... Ah, fire, fire, run away, yeah, fire. And this guy I think will bump into us. So I can try to scan him. Scan. Burning flames. Oh no, he's gonna... I don't know. He's weird. I don't know why he likes fire yet. He makes fire puns and he's scared of fire. I'd go figure, a bit of a hypocrite. I don't know. So I'll run back and forth. He'll run to the right. He'll run to the left. I don't think you want to get ahead of him. Could be wrong about this. I think he even goes into... I don't remember if he makes this room dark or light, but I really gotta stay on topic. What's with all the ghosts all of a sudden? What the heck? Does he... Okay, no, okay. Oh, he does actually go into a bright room. I've never seen ghosts go into bright rooms like that. That's interesting. But I go in here for some reason, and for whatever reason, going in here apparently results in the fire going out. And in doing so, he gives us a chance to stun him and obtain his pearls. Gold portrait in the bag. For some reason, I guess a ghost influence could be outside of the room. I never really understood that, but... Another gold portrait in the bag, and another big pearl, and key! A little smile from Luigi. As I was saying, though, GameCube was supposed to have 3D support, and there is a leftover port called the digital port for the GameCube. Funny enough, that digital port supports component, and if you don't know what component is, it is you probably have seen these cables that are red, green, and blue. I'm not talking about the common cables that are white, red, and yellow. Those are for composite. And the GameCube was a bit of ahead of its time, because actually it can get a pretty higher quality output that most consoles back then did not support. I mean, well, there were some, but at the same time, there weren't some. I know the PlayStation 2 had support for it, but it had support, like, from the beginning. I think the PlayStation 2 had as well, but it was able to, using this, like, digital signal, you could then get the highest possible quality out of your GameCube, using the ability called progressive scan, and that's what I'm using right now. Now, the thing about that, though, is the ability to get the high-quality signal out of your GameCube doesn't exist through that port directly. You have to have some other means to get that port, to get that signal out. So there exists the ill-fabled component cables that go for like 200, probably more than that because of the situation now with everybody staying indoors when to buy video games. They probably are more than $200. And they allow you to get the high-quality signal out of your GameCube. Now, though, eventually modders decided to come along and create the HDMI adapter. And I finally was able to get a cheaper HDMI adapter compared to like the EN adapter that you probably have heard of that, you know, allows you to get HDMI component quality out of your GameCube through that port. And only first model GameCubes have that. I'll say more about my story later on because honestly it goes from me dealing with a used game store clerk kind of conning me a bit to me blowing a nice $80, which is actually pretty cheap for compared to like the $200 the EN adapter and the cables could go for these days. Well, anyways though then, I think that's enough for this episode of Luigi's Mansion, or Luigi's Hidden Mansion, I should say. Well then, last time, or this time I should say, we traveled the mansion, obtained some more ghosts. met Madame Clairvoya and learned that our brother Mario is still alive. Hopefully he's not in the spirit world, but he's in here somewhere, of course. Good to know that answer. Have some assurance to keep us going. We also obtained the Fire Medallion, allowing our Poltergust 3000, almost at 5,000, to shoot fire hard. I don't know. I always like that song. Fire in fire. I don't know. Well, hey, we now have the ability to relight the candles that we also burned out. Hey, look at that, guys. We can fix the candles that the ghost burned out, even though I just basically broke the problem and they were fixed automatically. And maybe Toad's the one relighting around the candles around the entire mansion. I don't know. That's the theory right there. And we also met Shivers the Butler. I never even said what his name was right there. That's when I was capturing while talking about the greatness of the Gamecube. Guess the Gamecube's more powerful than him and better than... No, I gotta say that. And we now know, using our key that we obtained from him, which I guess he's a bit of a creeper because now he has the key to whatever person he was stalking in that room. We can now progress forwards to the... What is that room called? I think it's... No. C-stick? Can we name... I think it's like the instrument room, I'll just call it that. Probably not another name, but... Next time, though, we'll be heading off to the... I could just call it the instrument room. I know it's another name, but go ahead and correct me in the comments section if you feel so fit. And... trying to solve whatever that strange, haunting pianist melody is. Looks like we'll be investigating that the next time, Luigi's Hidden Mansion. See you guys next time, and remember to steal yourselves. Bye-bye.
Mario! Hmm?